Hey guys, I've got a quick review. This is a phone mount holder for an iPhone, for an Android, and it fits inside of a Model S, a Model 3, a Model X, or a Model Y. Also, Cybertruck. So any one of those vehicles. In fact, this will work in pretty much any car. But it looks like a strong magnet, and it also charges your phone wirelessly. So let's check it out. This phone holder mount comes with two boxes. One is for the charger unit, and the other is for the actual mount itself. So inside of here we have the charger, and you pull off this little tab here, and then on the back is where you can adjust it for the pivot. And the pivot arm is down inside of this other box. It's that little ball joint. And then you open this all the way up and see what we have. We have a little instruction booklet. And just so everybody can see the full specifications, I am going to show these screenshots so you can review them in your own time. This is everything that comes inside of the box. And then in the back, it looks like just different languages. And then we have in here another bag. It looks like some stuff came out of there, maybe in shipping. We have another ring here. It looks like this is an additional accessory. It pops on here. There are some tips that were posted here. Probably should have read these to begin with. It mentions that this ring here, which you can see, this little metal ring, can be used to attach to your case, which is on your phone, on the back of your phone. You would stick this on the back in the case that your case doesn't have a magnetic surface already. So this would then allow you to mount your phone. Now, some phones don't have the wireless charging feature. This still works as a magnetic mount as long as you put this ring there. And this ring would be affixed to your phone case, and then it would stick on here, and it's a strong magnet. As soon as that goes on, it's really hard to kind of move that around. You can move it, but generally speaking, it's not going to move off of there, especially while you're driving. We have our cable, and this is a USB-C cable. This is what allows it to charge. Here is our USB, so this is coming in to the charger unit, and then this would go to your Tesla. And then we have our little mount here. Looks like it comes with a separate little ball joint, and that is optional. Probably won't need that since we have this, which will stick to the screen really nicely. So I'm going to put this aside, and then we have another option here for another ball joint. And this looks like it clips inside of your vents. Here you can loosen this, looks like, to extend. Okay, you can extend this. So that can clamp. It just gives you some options to kind of go inside of the vent system or clip it somewhere within your car. You can kind of get creative with that. And then inside of this box, let's open it up. See what we've got. We've got really two things. So here's the alcohol wipes. That's going to be used on the back of the screen to really get a clean surface. Let's open this up all the way. Looks like we've got a wet wipe and a dry wipe. We got our little Allen wrench, and when we have a 3M adhesive, and this is what we use. It's supposed to set for 24 hours before you start using it because the 3M tape needs a little bit of time to cure. Let's open this up here. And here we have as well another 3M. So this is kind of an extra in case this one comes off, it looks like. That's kind of nice in case we have a situation where we screw up, or I don't know, maybe extra thickness. At least we have some options. This twists, and then this opens up, and then here's your Allen wrench to tighten it down. And that was one thing I was definitely concerned about, is when you mount this to the back of your screen like this is going to come all the way up, and look, it actually overshoots, so you get extra range there. That's kind of nice. Now, you'd never have your phone pointing down, but I imagine depending on where you mount it, you might need that extra clearance. The nice thing is that it locks down so that it will not vibrate loose. If I take this and really clamp it down, it shouldn't move at all. Let's see how tight I can make it. So I'm trying to loosen it here to start and then tighten it down. Yeah, there, it's really tough to move after you tighten it down. You do have to apply quite a bit of force, and you need to resist, because if you twist on it just like this, the whole thing is going to move. So you do need to hold it down while you apply that pressure, and you have to apply quite a bit to get it locked. So I would recommend mounting it, get the position correct, and then tighten it down, torque it down as tight as you can. Nice thing is that this adjusts, it goes up and down, so we have some options there. But overall, it's a pretty basic mount. Let's see how this connects here. So usually this thing comes off, and you would slide this through like this, and then take your ball joint, lock it in place, and now screw it in. Perfect. Now that adds quite a bit of weight, but this is metal. This is not plastic, so that's a really nice feature there. It's heavy duty, and that with that being metal, you can really tighten it down without having to worry about it breaking. And this is going to then clamp your phone directly onto it. I'll have to grab a phone to see how it works, but essentially you want to have this charging oriented the right way so that that cable can get routed. It looks like there's some slots inside of this mount here, so you can route your cable through here and kind of tuck it behind. And I'm sure that you could probably reuse the little wire here. You could probably reuse this to hold the USB in place, or you could just use a zip tie. You could probably just grab a zip tie somewhere, probably black to camouflage it in place, but that you'd have to get separately. And the charging itself, it works like any other wireless charger. So this is nice because it'll charge while it's mounted, and you can, have your phone in view rather than having it down below in the console, which is normally where that wireless charging pad is. It also looks like if you examine this, depending on your phone, you might need to remove some of these layers. It all depends on the situation. Every phone is different, so it's nice that they have all cases covered here. It also looks like there is an LED ring that illuminates, so let's go ahead and install it and see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I have this mounted so that the cable is going down, and this is all ready. I'm going to apply the white. Before I do that, let's just test out where this is going to mount. Now, the higher up this goes, the less torque you're going to have on this arm. So you really want this to be as short as possible so that it doesn't come falling off. And I'm going to have to wait 24 hours before I use this permanently, but I will mount it temporarily here and just show you how it looks. And then this cable, let's see if we can get this to mount through the actual, yep, sure enough it fits. That's great. We'll pull it all the way through. That way we'll kind of hide the cable, and then this will come right behind here and hide away. So you won't see this really hardly at all. Okay, this is kind of how it looks. Let me try turning off the light here. It looks pretty sharp. It hangs up really nice and high. It's out of the way of the park drive and symbols here, and I really like that. So it's basically in the position that I want, and as soon as you take the phone off, this is going to illuminate. I really like how that ring kind of circles around, and it gives that really nice lighting effect. So if I turn off this light and then come into here and turn off my lights here for the car, you're going to see that really nice LED look. I really like that. And I'm going to hide this here. The only thing is, and I'm going to mention this right away here, is down below, the cable that's coming is not going to allow your compartment to close. So let me show you what I mean by that. So you can see that cable there. That cable is going down inside, and that's the only way. Now, some of the newer Model 3s and Model Ys have a USB in the glove box. There might be a way to get it inside of there, but right now this is interfering with this lid here. So you cannot close down the lid anymore. So basically, unless you find some creative way, you're going to have to keep your lid up at all times. Now, you may be able to route it through here, somehow create an extra a pathway for it. I'm not sure, but right now, the way I'm seeing it, there's no way to close both of these. Even if the cable's like right in the middle, there's not enough clearance to close both of those lids. So that is a little bit of a downer, but that is, just something you're going to have to live with. Now, when you pull this up, you no longer, if you have an older car, you no longer need to have this here. And obviously that wireless charging unit in the newer vehicles is going to be there, but your phone is so far away and you can't really see what's going on. This is really nice because it's right up in front of you and you get a nice view of your phone as you're driving, like on a really long road trip. I think it's going to be really, really convenient. All right, there you have it. That phone mount I think is going to be very, very useful, not only for improved visibility of my phone being right up in front of me, but also for charging my phone, and that LED light is an extra bonus. If you are interested in picking up this phone mount / charger, you can feel free to use my discount code TechGeek at checkout at Hansshow Auto, and then you get 25% discount right now for Black Friday. It is an extra boost on top of what you normally get. Highly recommend taking advantage of that while you can. Stay tuned for more product reviews coming your way. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.